Welcome to Epic Relics, a journey through time where myths and forgotten legends rise again. Behind the veil of history lie truths, mysteries, and symbols that shaped humanity. Tonight, we uncover one of the darkest tales of Greek mythology, a story of divine punishment, an endless labyrinth, and a monster born of sin and wrath. This is the legend of the Minotaur, the half-man, half-bull beast that haunted the heart of Crete. Prepare yourself, for this is no ordinary myth. This is the curse of the Labyrinth.
Our story begins on the island of Crete, under the rule of King Minos, son of Zeus and Europa. Minos was chosen to rule, but pride and greed consumed him. Poseidon, god of the sea, once sent a magnificent white bull from the waves as a sign of divine favor. Minos was meant to sacrifice it as an offering, yet, dazzled by its beauty, he broke his vow and kept the bull for himself. Enraged, Poseidon devised a cruel punishment. He cursed Minos' wife, Queen Pasiphae, with an unnatural desire for the bull. From this unholy union, a child was born, a creature with the body of a man and the head of a bull. The world would call him the Minotaur, the bull of Minos.
Our story begins on the island of Crete, under the rule of King Minos, son of Zeus and Europa. Minos was chosen to rule, but pride and greed consumed him. Pasiphae loved the child, naming him Asterion. But as he grew, it became clear this was no ordinary child. His body was strong, monstrous, his strength beyond human measure. But his mind was untamed. Hunger and rage consumed him. He craved not bread nor fruit, but flesh. Ashamed and terrified, Minos sought a way to hide his cursed son. He turned to Daedalus, the brilliant craftsman of Athens. Daedalus built for him a prison unlike any other, the Labyrinth, a twisting maze of endless corridors, designed so that no one who entered could ever escape. In its dark heart, the Minotaur was cast away to dwell in eternal shadow.
Years passed and Crete's power grew. After defeating Athens in war, King Minos demanded a dreadful tribute. Every 9 years, the Athenians were forced to send 14 youths, 7 young men, and 7 maidens to Crete. These were not slaves. These were sacrifices. Taken into the labyrinth, they wandered helplessly until the Minotaur found them. Their screams echoed in the darkness. Their blood stained the stone. And so Athens bled over and over for the pride of Minos. The labyrinth became a place of terror, and the Minotaur its eternal predator.
But from suffering rises defiance. In Athens, a young prince vowed to end the nightmare. His name was Theseus, son of King Aegeus. When the time came for another tribute, Theseus stepped forward, offering himself as one of the 7 doomed youths. His father begged him not to go, yet Theseus declared, "Better to die as a hero than live in shame." He boarded the ship with its black sails, heading for Crete. But Theseus carried not despair, he carried resolve. His mission was not to surrender to the beast, it was to kill it.
In Crete, fate intervened. Theseus met Ariadne, daughter of King Minos. She fell in love with the brave Athenian. Knowing no one had ever escaped the labyrinth, Ariadne gave him a gift, a ball of thread. "Tie this at the entrance,"
she whispered. "Unravel it as you go deeper. Follow it back, and you will find the way out." Armed with nothing but courage, wit, and the thread of Ariadne, Theseus stepped into the shadows. The walls loomed high, twisting endlessly. The air reeked of death. Every step echoed with the cries of those who had perished before, and at the center, the monster awaited. In the heart of the labyrinth, Theseus beheld the Minotaur. Towering, horned, eyes blazing with fury, it bellowed, shaking the stone walls. The fight began. The Minotaur charged with brutal force, horns smashing against stone, fists pounding like thunder. Theseus dodged, relying on speed and cunning. But the beast was relentless. At last, seizing his chance, Theseus grappled with the monster, forcing its head downward. With all his strength, he drove his blade deep into the Minotaur's throat. The beast roared one final time, then fell. Its lifeblood poured across the stone floor. The labyrinth had lost its master.
The Minotaur was slain, the labyrinth silenced, but the story lived on, etched into the memory of Greece. The Minotaur remains a symbol of mankind's darker nature, born of arrogance, hidden away in shame, yet never truly forgotten. The labyrinth itself is more than stone. It is the mind, filled with twisting paths, shadows, and beasts within us all. To defeat the Minotaur is not merely to slay a monster, but to conquer the darkness inside. Thus the tale endures, as both a warning and a mirror of the human soul.
And so ends the tale of the Minotaur, born of sin, slain by courage, remembered for eternity. Here at Epic Relics, we bring to life the myths and legends that shaped our world. Stories not just of monsters and heroes, but of humanity itself. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the shadows of the labyrinth. Until next time, remember, every relic holds a story, and every legend holds a truth.